Well, hello and welcome to the Christian Leaders News. We're happy to be back and we have lots to update about June as well as going into July.
Yeah, it feels like it's been so long since we've been here on the news, and as a result, we have an amazing amount of degree program graduates. So a huge congratulations to each of these individuals. Such an amazing milestone and accomplishment, and we just love to acknowledge all the hard work that's gone into the process of achieving a degree.
Yes. Congratulations to each of you. Again, I had the privilege of reading those testimonies and exit papers and just hearing the ministry plans that you have, what God is doing, how the courses have impacted you, and again, such a blessing. So check out their testimonies on the network and again, congratulate them.
Absolutely. So another exciting announcement, we have a new 3-credit course. This is by Dr. Ken Pretty, and it is called Developing Great Commission Skills. So a really awesome practical course, and as the description says there on the screen, this course equips pastors and church leaders to effectively lead healthy churches that carry out Jesus' Great Commission to spread the life-changing gospel and make disciples.
Yeah, and I had the privilege of interviewing him actually on a previous news, so you can always check out that as well to kind of get the sneak peek on that. But again, he had so much passion for this topic and so much expertise in it, and so again, super excited for this being so practical for you. And we know that's core to each of you here, is that you are a part of that Great Commission and you are multiplying disciples and sharing the gospel. And again, that's core to our brand here of multiplying disciples in every nation.
For sure. And in addition to the full-length course, we also have a new series of 6 mini courses. So tell us a little bit about these, Abby.
Yeah, so this partnership is super exciting as well. I love Compass is the ministry here, and they're talking about finances God's way. And I love that because finances come up a lot in the Bible, and we are called to be good stewards. And there's a lot of things that as Christians are very relevant in regards to finance. And so that's their ministry, and they had a lot of content, and we kind of looked at it together and like, these would work awesome as mini courses, and so some work was put into that. And so we're so excited that all 6 of these kind of go together, but you also could take one at a time, maybe one that especially speaking to you. But again, we're super excited about this partnership and getting to really dig in on, you can see these different topics here, crisis in eternity, finishing well, honesty and work, starting well, generosity, investing, debt, saving. So again, all hopefully very practical skills. And again, it's finances from the perspective of biblical perspective and what God would want.
Such an important topic. So related to kind of academics, we also have some degree program updates, including a new sort of branch, a new sort of program here. And Abby, you've been working on developing this.
I'll definitely be happy to explain this. So ministry formation. So what's going to be happening is in the capstone courses for anybody who's being enrolled after July 2023. So anybody who's previously in this program, first and foremost, want to say this is going to be an optional assignment for you guys. So don't worry too much, especially if you're about to finish your degree and you're like, wait, what? So don't worry about that. But for those of you that are going to be entering into it, this is something that as we continue on the journey with accreditation, it's something that's a standard of really ensuring that our students are taking what they've learned and putting it into practice. And so ministry formation is all about, let's say you're in our chaplaincy degree, for example, and you are shadowing a chaplain doing hospice. Those would be ministry formation hours, and then your mentor, you kind of fill out those hours, and then the mentor also confirms that they're seeing the growth in you as you've been through the program. So again, the goal is really to show the outcomes of what the degree is intended to do is happening in an effective and real and tangible way in the students' lives. And so I'm really excited about it. I'll be overseeing it. So I'm looking forward to how that's going to integrate with those of you that are going to be beginning our degree program. And again, I just think it's so important to really see that the training is being taken out, and we see that in the exit papers. So we think this is just going to even further enhance for each of you guys.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a wonderful, form of accountability, but also a way for us to kind of celebrate what our students are doing and learn about how you guys are involved in your communities. So
100%.
Benefits. Yeah. So we have the 2023 convention coming up quickly here.
Yes,
it's August 25 and 26th. So we just wanted to share this again, especially for those who might be in the Chicago area or the Midwest, where this would be an easy point of travel. But we also love that Chicago has, a big airport.
Good international airport,
it makes travel a little bit easier. So we would absolutely love for you to join us. And as an added bonus, we are giving away 3 free degrees to eligible students.
Yes.
We'll have that drawing, I believe, on Friday evening. So make sure to check out the further details on that URL right there on the screen. And there's also a sign up form on that webpage.
Yeah, we would love to have you. And again, we're excited. I mean, every year it's just been one of the funnest times of our year of getting to be together, be in person, graduation ceremonies, dinner, fellowships, and training on Saturday. And yeah, even now these added sponsored degrees being given. So
very exciting. All right, so as you may have noticed, the dashboard on our study platform has been looking a little bit different lately. We've been sharing some new content really around this concept of giving it forward and a generosity-driven model. So we just wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit today and share what's been on our hearts as far as the multiplication movement and donations.
First and foremost, I just want to thank all of our supporters, our vision partners, our multipliers of this mission who have been faithfully giving month by month. And this past month, we have seen such a huge response. We've shared that a little bit on the dashboard. For some that have seen that, we reached our goal. So that was huge. We were hoping to get 10,000 in new sort of support, whether it be reoccurring or a one-time. And we were able to achieve that goal. And so again, you guys' generosity has already shined through. And what I really love about the emphasis we're putting on this is, even for new students when they come in, there's this feeling of, is this for real? And many of you have experienced that, or maybe you are a new student right now that is thinking that. And one of the questions again goes, well, where's going to be the catch? Where's going to be the catch on the sense of the free courses completely accessible to everybody? And ultimately, there isn't, but it's because of this Give It Forward movement that there isn't. And so I think sharing that more, even with new students, we've been amazed at the response of just them really right away going, oh, I love this, and I can now see this is how this is possible, and it isn't a scam. And so I think that's also been really encouraging about this Give It Forward movement. And again, just being in that community of Give It Forward, there's just something so encouraging about that.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people, when we explain how this ministry is funded and how, our students are such a huge part of that, it's almost, people don't understand it. They can't even believe that it's real. Yeah. So to see this huge response has just been so powerful. And it's such a proof, that this biblical model, this generosity focused multiplication, it can work, and it is working. And for each of you that are a part of that or hope to be a part of that, we are just so thankful. And whether it's, giving financially, giving of your time, of your prayers, it truly is appreciated.
Absolutely. All right, and also something that's been awesome is we've been able to even be sharing our students' stories a little more, and the difference that either as graduates or longtime students of Christian leaders, what they're doing in their communities. And so on our YouTube channel, now that we're going to be doing the news once a month, we are kind of having some content in the weeks where it's kind of engaging like this. And again, we've shared about how Craig, an amazing videographer here in West Michigan, is really taking this on and doing such a good job in just bringing to life the students' stories. And it's just been so powerful for us as staff, and it's been such an encouragement. I've seen many of you commenting about how encouraging it is to see how they're really going out, using their training, they're feeding the homeless, doing churches, caring for those in the streets. And it just, again, it's inspirational. And most of all, it's inspiring to hear what happens when God really shows up in somebody's life.
Amen. Absolutely. We also wanted to share a quick update on the soul centers. We currently have 35 registered soul centers. Praise the Lord. So that program is truly growing, and I believe that around 10 or so of them were kind of in the registration process in the last 2 weeks. So very exciting that some more will be forthcoming. And these two photos on the screen there are of a soul center in Sri Lanka, the Christian Discipleship Mentor Center. So love to see those faces and just celebrating.
This event, Rudy shared it with me, was an inauguration of mentors like joining, and that's one of the big focus of their ministry is mentorship. And so it's super cool. That's the Discipleship Mentor Center is what the name is there. And so it's really cool to see that so many people want to be mentors and are joining, and that soul center is growing, and we're so happy to have them a part of our community.
Absolutely. And if you're interested in learning more about maybe the registered soul centers or about the process itself, you can go to soulcenters.org, or you can check out the Soul Center class that is on the study platform as well.
Absolutely. All right, an official note that our office is going to be closed for the 4th of July for those of us who are celebrating Independence Day in the United States. So thank you for all of your patience. I also know that we have a couple of vacations this week for help desk, as well as Abby. So just be aware that, there may be some slowness from that. But again, we are here to help and serve you guys the best we can.
Absolutely. All right, Abby, we're to the joke of the day. Are you ready? How do pandas stay cool in July? It has been pretty hot, so think about this.
Yeah, I wanted to make something with bamboo, but I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, like with the cool thing.
Yeah, I will say that it's not panda specific.
Okay. Is it bear specific?
Yes.
Oh, oh man.
You're
Okay.
They use bear conditioning.
It is bear specific. That's great. As our closing encouragement, this is Psalm 51, 16 through 17. You do not delight in sacrifice, or I would bring it. You do not take pleasure in burnt offerings. My sacrifice, O Lord, is a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. You, God, will not despise. And yeah, I think there's so much beauty in that. And some of our, even with the And Then series that we've been sharing, the But God series, it's been amazing to really see, again, God will just come in some of these situations that feel so broken and there's so much pain and hurt and just create so much beauty from that. And so I love how this verse really speaks into that, even in our broken and our broken hearts, God's there.
Absolutely. A message of hope. I think it brings me a lot of hope. So, and I hope it does as to you as well. So we are looking forward to continuing communicating with you this month. We hope to see some convention registrations. We hope you keep checking in on the dashboard to see our donation and multiplication updates. And yeah, it was great that you tuned in today, and we're so glad you did.
God bless you.